Episode 2, man. And we're going to start off with me and my friend here. We cooling out in the creation station this time. We're not on the couch because my wife came home early, had to go to a PT appointment because she got her neck operated, got some bones fused, and had to do that. So she kind of, like a roach, she smashed it and stamped on my plans. But, yeah, it's been a Friday, boring, working Friday, but now 3:35, it's off, man. Um, I was thinking a lot today about just continuing the podcast, or it's weird calling something podcast, to make another episode, or to do more of this, and it gives me something to do creatively, and that's what keeps me sane. I don't know if it comes to music or art or architecture or nature, anything that gets your mind off of the system that is trying to destroy us. Be it social media, um, government, police, uh, I don't know, man. Anything that gets your mind into it's not just this, is a good thing, man, I think. What happened? I think the camera shut off. And take two. Make sure you start off with a brand new battery. The beginner's mistake. Okay. Still, but that's the thing. Okay, where was that? Yeah, creativity, man, is a great thing because you get to live outside of the needs and the necessities of life. Okay, oh, I gotta work this job. Oh, I gotta make this money. I gotta pay these bills, and then pay taxes. Oh wait, some of that money's mine. It shouldn't be someone else's. Oh, they're spending it all. Exactly. Be able to blow this money with a smile on your face is what I try to do because I can be mad. Can't take it with you. You can wear it. You can eat it. You can you can do whatever you want with money, man, but it's not gonna stay. So I don't know. Anything that gets your mind off that. Okay. Let me zoom this in because I'm not sure how I'm liking it. But it was focusing too much. Okay. And that's another issue. Trying to, I'm gonna wing it, but then I gotta research what else I need to know. Because it's a fun thing that way, man. Life is interesting. But yeah, episode 2. Okay, we're a little more honed in. Um, I don't know. We're learning as we go, and that's part of life. Okay, and around here, small town Kansas, not very fun. Not very fun on the outside. A lot of depressed people. Um, but that's kind of the circumstance they sow themselves into. And creativity to me is something that I don't know. It's like playing. You know what I mean? I never knew my Facebook or not Facebook, my YouTube channel would grow. Um, yeah, and I don't know why, but I decided one day I was going to start toiling with it, and it did. And a year later, 17,000 subscribers, right on. Appreciate that, guys. 1 million views. That's, if that was dollars, that'd be a lot of money, but just people, eyes, that's a lot of eyes. That's 2 million eyes that have seen me. And why? But, to do something with it, why not? I think it'd be, kind of like a cool little game. Um, but then that's creativity, you know what I mean? To put yourself out there, to see what you can do with it, man. It keeps, and then we're going to have camera difficulties too because I don't know really what works best. I'm just using the camera that my wife had, um, that, is lying around, and I can only put it so far away because the cord is but so long. Um, but, You never know what it's not good for until you use it for something. And, oh, might go to Google. I'm like, oh man, I want to have it just work and not be so troublesome and auto-focusing um, back and forth because I don't know. See, I don't know what it's doing. I don't know why it's doing it, but these are the technical difficulties we're working through. I could have used my phone camera. I could have used the microphone on my phone, but I'm tired of touching my phone, man. I like old school, man. I like tapes. You guys ever seen one of these, okay? Tapes. Dead technology. Okay, I like stuff like this. Kind of stuff that brings you back. You know what I mean? When you was a young boy. Those are good times. Yes, I'm not trying, I'm just doing it. Doing this. Okay. But yeah, so that's kind of the gist of anything, really, man. You just do it because it's interesting, it's fun to do, and learn how to speak to a camera lens helps me with my pursuit of other toils. There's different things I'd like to do, and I don't know, stand-up comedy is one of them. This helps me, I don't know, get over the speaking aspect of it, be able to speak on the fly. Um, I say too much. And then so you look back at your video, you're like, man, where could I do better? What would work better there? How could I just improve all the way around, at some thing? I don't play video games. I used to play music. I still do. I still kind of mess around on the music production program. And then do a little bit of freestyles here and there, but it's just fun to do. I don't want to be the best at it. Like I play drums. I don't want to be the best at it. It's just like there are people that are extraordinarily talented. And to do what they do, you have to put in so many hours to reach that level or be even close to that level. That is dedication. And there's some things I just don't have that dedication for. And, what would I do with it? Oh, I'd be the best drummer in a small town. Excellent. You're not starting a band. Okay. We're not going to get the band together and go tour. Okay. It's not something I care to have fun with it. There's some things that you do in life that you really think you do, but you think you enjoy, but as soon as you turn it into work, you destroy it. I thought I liked cars. I thought I was like, oh man, it'd be cool to be like Fast and Furious and have some really cool car. And then I became a mechanic and hated it. It's a lot of work. I mean, for what? Oh, to have a fast car that you can drive to and from work. Drive while you're in traffic. Drive while you're on straight roads in Kansas. We go to car meets in Kansas where it's all like, old Chevys, beat up Fords. So maybe location has something to do with it. But there's no twisty roads, so the joy of driving a car on rickety cobblestone feeling unkempt roads sucks. You get a car anyway. Moving on. I know how to work on cars for my own cars that break down. I do not care to work on yours. I don't care to talk about them anymore. But that's the parts that you don't know until you do it. I had my CDL for a little while, and I did Over the Road. And yeah, the pizzazz and excitement of going to brush your teeth in a travel stop, and there is a Middle Eastern guy washing his feet in the sink next to you, it loses its lackluster. It's no longer, oh my God, this is great. And working for a training company kind of sucked, but I kept up with my friends. And then jumped into the oil field. Oh, oil field, cool. Let's make money and work 24/7. I thought making money was going to be, or having money was going to make me happy. And then you reach what you think is, a sustainable living. And it's not. Because what you make, you will spend. If you have no plans, boy, you will burn it. I burnt it. I didn't have any plans with it. Single guy, making a lot of money, spending a lot of money, broke every payday, kind of. Not really. Close. Very close. Um, but did I save it? No. I never had a rainy day. I mean, I've had rainy days, but money didn't get me out of them. Um, it was just time that got me out of those. But you learned a lot on those rainy days. And you learned a lot on the good days where you had money. And I don't know, I think I reached for a lot of things that I thought were going to bring me happiness. And until you achieve the goals or achieve the financial things, or I really have nothing to complain about. But there's something missing. But I don't know if there's something missing. I think it might be a perspective thing too. Um, yeah, I think all of it's a perspective thing. You know what I mean? I could pretty fortunate. Okay, yeah, I think I'm just. It's all a mind game. But you got to find out what's fun and stick to doing that. And worrying about, I try not to worry anymore. You don't want to worry. You don't want to dwell. I don't. But I like being creative, so that's what this whole podcast thing is for, and then it's also to help me to get better with editing. Software is an issue. Not an issue, it's just a unclimbed hill that we haven't gotten there yet. So there's a lot of, man, you get into video production, audio production, trying to mix the two, and then edit and have cool things come in, and you're really on a blank slate with a lot of it. 'Cause you're like, oh man, it'd be cool. I could just use AI, but then it's like, what do you learn in that process? Yeah, I could use a lot of things for AI, or use AI for a lot of things, but that's the part of human creativity, and that's kind of, episode 1 was, very rudimentary. Episode 2 is going to be a little bit better. I don't know. It's just a learning. You know what I mean? You'll see it happen. Um, and it'll be interesting. So I'm going to turn this little basement into something cool. I got some lights coming. Um, yeah, and just really messing with it, man, because you never know what's possible until you start doing it, or who even likes it in the first place. Or if anyone does, but it doesn't matter, because all of this is to wring out the worst cloth of my creativity, okay? And, yeah, I don't know. And then kind of explaining it, I guess, too. I mean, there's a lot of people like, oh, look at him, he's trying to make himself a podcast. What are you trying to do down there? And, yeah, and they can wonder, because they got, probably nobody. Doesn't matter. Or even if it's in your case, you know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm worried about, like, with so-and-so, da-da-da. Once you think about it, I don't think as many people think about us or wonder about us as often as we think. I used to worry too much, I think, what people thought of me, growing up. Yeah, and then you kind of break through that drywall of a wall that you build for yourself, because you're like, oh, I'm going to stay in this small box and worry and have it echo off the walls of my small box, but then it's like, I'm just going to do what I want, you know what I mean? So that's the fun part of it, is kind of like breaking down the doors, walls, and seeing what's possible through it. Just continue to do something, feeling more comfortable to do it, and then, maybe inspiring others or something. I don't know. There's probably a lot of people that want to do something cool, and they're just like, oh, I could do it. I could maybe tomorrow, like, I'll like Google it, and then like, I could like ask AI, like, oh, what do I need to do, and then I'll like try and find the motivation. There's no motivation. It doesn't like come like the tooth fairy, and yeah, it comes like the tooth fairy when you lose a tooth. You leave your wish underneath a pillow, and something's gonna come and grant it. You see what I'm saying? That's how easy making it happen is, and that's a lie. That's a lie. But I think that's what a lot of people, oh, it's gonna sort itself out. That was my, like, when I was in high school. It's like the rest of my life is gonna sort its way out somehow. Or I'm too busy with what I got going on right now to trip on any of that. I'm strictly not worried. Young Oliver was a very rambunctious soul, to say the least, man. Made a lot of mistakes, but I learned from them. You see what I'm saying? But I did repeat a lot of the same mistakes, thinking that, like, they won't be a mistake next time. But that's what being a young man is young and dumb. And you don't want to be told that you're stupid or made to feel stupid, but if you don't continue to learn, that's what you are. Like, if your IQ level is here, like, I'm the smartest, and there's like an IQ level here, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're like, you made it to school, like, I'm the smartest person I've ever met. I'm gonna make the best decisions ever. And then if you don't grow, so you're just gonna be not smart down here, and people that are up here, like, he's an idiot. So there's that. That's where I was. I was like down here, and then, like, you think you're the man when your IQ level's hella low, but that's what happens when your IQ's hella low. You just don't know any better. So you're like, yeah. So you make mistakes, and if you're not making mistakes, if you're scared to make them, then you're just scared. But making mistakes is where that really good learning happens. I learned a lot from a lot of mistakes and a lot of meeting people, man. And from moving, that's where you meet a lot of different people at, man. Virginia, Alaska, Kansas, then Florida for a little bit, Minnesota for a little bit. Then I drove a semi-truck to the lower 48 states, most of them. And you kind of meet people in travel stops and such, and then, like, airports, flying from different places. We used to go to California a lot when I was in high school. There's different strokes for different folks, but you got to get out there and meet them. You can't be like, oh, I don't like those kind of people. The majority of people are good, but you just got to get out there and do it. So, I'm not sure how long it's even been recording, though. It doesn't matter. So yeah, this will probably be episode 2. I mean, it is, because I'm not going to, like, oh, I'm going to do another take. So I know that's going to be something to work on as well. And then maybe it seems like I'm being analyzed by this camera that keeps auto-focusing. So that kind of throws me off. And it's kind of different to, like, stare into the same thing that's not eyes, but maybe I have an issue with that when I'm talking to people too. I don't know. So just have this, like, dead stare at the camera. And not taking any of this too seriously. But I feel good with that. Yeah. So, like, the second episode, I don't even know why I say that, is coming to a close. But I wanted to have something to kind of work on a few other things that I've been playing with today in the hour and a half or so I've been off work. So I'm going to see if the intro comes out pretty good and kind of have a more polished product this time around. If it's not still just autofocusing, because I have been looking down here, which is this again. So this is what I'm working on, man. And this is OBS. And then So now I'm gonna see about putting this into a different video editor because I just used CapCut, and I may use CapCut to kind of put this one out pretty quick. But I'm gonna use Reaper. It's a open source, free music production program where you can do video too. So I've kind of learned a little bit on the audio side of things with making my album project last year. Yeah, I'll try and see if I can put a link to it. You see what that was, because that was just a whole bunch of yeah, I don't know, man. I was like, I think it'd be fun to do that. So there's another one of my projects that I did last year. And then so like you just shoot for some random goal, do it to the best of your ability, but don't be like, oh, it's gonna sell more than like any Madonna album ever has. Just do whatever you do with no expectations. You know what I'm saying? That's why you do it. You know what I mean? Don't have expectations because they will be shattered. And they're like, oh, I gotta wait and put it out. And that's another reason why I'm doing all this. I had a photographer friend who I met when I was a mechanic, and he brought his vehicle to us, and we had to replace something. But he was a photographer, man. Chris Davis, the World Chaser. I'll put one of his videos in here too. He was a good photographer friend, man, and he was a dog rescuer as well. And we spoke, and he had this big mission, and he would go around the lower 48 states and Canada and Alaska and take him and his dog everywhere and take pictures and take video, time-lapse footage of the Milky Way galaxy on clear nights when you could see it, the northern lights. And he was going to put this piece together, and he died 2 days ago. And he had this big plan, big project that he wanted to do, and he probably had a good amount of it edited, just not enough time to finish it. So you just want to start stuff that you've been wanting to do. Don't wait. Just do it. Learn what it takes. If you really want to do it, you'll do it. And if you'll learn on the fly. That's the fun part about life, is you don't get a user's manual to any of it. You wing it, or your parents wing it when they try to, have you grow you up, teach you, be a parent to you. So, let's see what I can do with this one. Y'all be cool.